And we're live. Hey, welcome. My name is Enrique Ibarra. My in-game name is Ruro. Um, I am a gold level Terran player on the North American server, and I've been asked today to show you Terran opening. Um, I like to use this one on ladder a lot. The one Rax Expand. It's a very macro focused build. Get your expansion early, 345 preferably. And then push out with the army about 80 to 100 with +1 attack and or combat shields and stim pack. You're gonna have to pick one, or combat shields or stim pack, depending on the races you're playing against. Marine, Terran versus Terran, you're gonna want to get combat shield, and then Protoss versus Terran, you might want to get like concussive shield and stim pack. It's just depends on like how you play. But anywho, so here we go. I just got that 10 supply right there, so I can set up for my 12 racks. I'm gonna keep strength of this build and something to keep remembering. Every time you hear, well, if you can hear, or if you like, every time you see up in the top left corner right here, the notifications like building ready or like SCV ready, you're gonna want to look at your mini map, come back, press a hotkey, and then go back to your command center, making sure you have constant SCV production. At 12 food, I threw down my barracks, getting ready to close off that wall. I like to wall against all races. Just because I'm not going to have a big army with this build starting off. My army is going to be, and depending on what you're going against, so weaknesses of the build, I guess, something to talk about. You're going to have some trouble with early aggression. 4 gate, 1 base all in. The build just doesn't allow, well, I mean, it doesn't allow, like, well, for example, I mean, I'm a gold level player, I'm not that high up. And for me, I have like a lot of trouble with early aggression. Maybe someone like on a platinum or diamond level could handle the early aggression. But yeah, this is the purpose of this little SCV. And all his job is, he's gonna walk over to the enemy base. This is Cloud Kingdom, so it's a 1v1 map. I know the spawning points, and it's over here. If there's no expansion here, I'm gonna think to myself, am I okay with leaving my command center down in my natural? Can I defend?
This better be good.
And yeah, it's gonna be a tough question to answer until you get some more scouting information, or it's gonna be a tough question to answer depending on like how you feel. Like, can you feel like you can handle the early aggression? Then go ahead, throw down some bunkers. But if you can't, after this command center goes down at 345. 345, 350, you can lift it up, be up here, and focus on your army from there until you feel safe enough to move out. You don't want to stay up there too long. Maybe once you have like an army about like 40, 50, you can move down and make the defense. There's something here I didn't do. I forgot to put down a bunker, but you should always have one bunker here to defend against light early pressure. So my SCV just died. He made a sacrifice for the good of the kingdom. He saw that there's a little army over there at the enemy base, so I want to make sure, so I want to think, so I start thinking, like, I wonder how big his army is. If I'm very scared, very paranoid, I can wait for, instead of throwing down that mule, I could have done a scanner sweep, see, oh, he's going 3 racks, like, I better be worried. But I'm playing against easy computer, so I'm not too scared. So before this command center goes down, you're going to want to throw down 2 refineries. That happens at about 26, 25 food. You want to grab both your refineries because we're going to start making factory starport, medevacs, going to start getting you upgrades. Yeah, and you're gonna need the gas. First things first, though. Once you get enough gas, you're gonna want to start adding your add-ons. First, again, Terran versus Terran, I like to do tech lab and 2 reactors. That's what I'm doing here.
Add-on complete.
Yeah, so I got my orbital command up. I'm making my SCVs, constantly checking that 4S. And right here, I do this a little early, I think, but it's okay. 640 to 650. Whenever you have the like resources, you're gonna want to throw down your factory. Factory's gonna go down. Once that factory goes down, at about
Add-on complete.
650 to 7, you're going to want to grab your natural reactor or natural refinery because this is the point of the build where we're going to start going for upgrades and I guess gas heavy units. At 723, you're going to get your engineering bay. Um, and engineering is going to be basically, we're going to try and get our +1 attack from that. Overall, the build is supposed to get you ready for a 10-minute attack, 10-minute push out. Oh, wait, before I say this, you want to throw it on your starport. Right when you have the minerals thrown on starport, get that reactor. We're going to make a switch here so we can get two medevacs out pretty quick. And also, we have the money to throw down 2 barracks. So we're going to have 5 barracks, 1 starport, 1 factory. And you know, life is good. Industry, macro is good. Keeping the minerals low, keeping the gas low. We're gonna mess up this easy computer. Notice, looking at the mini-map, I got control of that watchtower. I saw that little force come in, but it's not big enough to handle my little ball of marines there. But anyway, yeah, so basically the build is supposed to get you ready for a 10-minute timing attack. At 10 minutes, 9 minutes, 45 seconds, 10 minutes, you move out. You're going to have either combat shield or stim pack researched, and you're going to have +1 attack. Right. And then if the attack fails, you should have enough economy to back off. Don't lose too many forces, and kind of just expand to your third. From that point on, you should be way in the lead economically, and you should be feeling pretty comfortable. You know, as long as there's no like kind of like ninja base somewhere. Yeah, you should have the economic lead, and it should bring you to a victory. I'm always gonna have 2 SCVs out here. They're always gonna be making supply because by this point I have so much production that my food count is gonna start to explode. Moving out of 10, got this nice little force, Marines and medevacs. And yeah, so playing against, depending on what race you're playing against, you're going to do different things with your factory. Let's say you're playing against Protoss, you're not going to need your factory. In this case, playing against a Terran, so I threw down a tech lab, got that siege mode, making some siege tanks now. And yeah, so let's see, let's see how this attack goes. Let's say if it's a Turtle Terran, there's some siege tanks up here. I only have Marines and medevacs, and I don't feel comfortable enough with my micro to like hop these guys into a medevac and then drop them, all that fancy stuff. So I'm just gonna be like, alright, I don't need to deal with this. So I'm gonna back up, I'm gonna expand, throw my expand down, and probably like, depending on when you move out, if you move out at 10:30, you see, oh, whoa. 11's a good time to get your 3rd expansion. And yeah, from this point I kind of kill off the easy computer. But once that 3rd expansion goes down, you can transfer all of these SCVs that you've made over to the 3rd. You even have enough money to go grab a 4th if you want. But we're going to mainly focus on getting those upgrades in the mid-game, throw down another engineering base, throw down some siege tank, throw down some more factories, throw down like another starport maybe. And complete. Yeah, your economy is just going to be booming, and you should just have like so much success from doing that. Oh, computer just GG'd, and yeah, the entire time I did not, for most of the time, I did not look at my army. The main times you want to look at your army, you want to focus on your micro, or focus on your army I guess, is that first moment right when you're about to see their base. Especially if you haven't done some scouting, you might be taken by surprise. It's okay if you don't scout right now, because I'm talking to lose gold, or like I guess bronze, silver, gold, and below, but yeah, so you want to just look at the, you want to look at your army right when you're about to enter the enemy base, enemy territory. If they're too turtle, if they have too much going on down there, then just pull out. Pull out, make that 3rd. I even throw up a 4th. And the strength of this build, if you're not harassed, that's probably, you know, there's a chance you will be. There's a really good chance you will be. But if you're not harassed, you should be hitting about 200 food in about 14 minutes, 30 seconds. This replay is not going to show me hitting that, but that's okay. And yeah, so
Armed and ready.
that is a Terran 1 Rax Expand. Just to go over some quick things, you're going to want to be really careful of one base all-ins, and most specifically 4-gate. If the 4-gate doesn't get you, then you want to also be careful of things like Link Bane all-in or 3 Rax all-in. If you see, let's say I went to this Terran's base, he didn't have anything, he didn't have a expansion, I walk up, oh whoa, there's an army there, I'm just gonna like right away assume 3 racks. So I can either do one or two things. I can lift off, build my army, build my production facilities a little bit earlier, and build up a nice little forest, move out, make sure everything's safe, and then start taking my stand. Or I could also grab a few SCVs, build about 2 to 3 bunkers, and fill them up. Always remember to have SCVs behind your bunkers, just so that they're like ready to repair, like 1 or 2. That's okay. That should be fine because you're gonna have a lot of SCVs like extra in like the 2 base period if you keep doing the 4S 4S. You're gonna want to definitely try and hold on to these Naga towers that provides good information for when an army is about to attack you, and you always want to be making sure you're looking at your mini map. Always look at your mini map. Yeah. So hopefully this helped you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. This is Ruro, gold level Terran from Scrub Crafters. What's the name? Scrub Stars? Yeah. Signing out.